What's good, y'all? Time is it? Still morning. At least where I'm at. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Speaking of Kanye, I was listening to that Vultures album, with Ty Tyler and all that. It's okay to me. It's okay. It's not crazy to me. It's not. I've been hearing a lot about it. Critics been saying that it's a good listen, good music, good detail, all that. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I only gave it one listen through, driving to the city. I'm not gonna act like I was fully tuned in and paying attention to every little detail or whatever in the production and all that, but it didn't grab me. I'm so into music where I could play a song for the first time, and if it grabs me, it's just like, oh, whoa, I'll bring it back, all type of shit. Like those are the standouts of an album, or even something that just catches you. It don't have to be a banger or nothing like that. And it didn't really, I didn't really, I mean, like the main shit, the with the carnival joint. I like how Ty Dolla comes on his verse with that. Like he glides on that shit. You know what I mean? I think they most pretty much they all use that same delivery on that song, I think. But with the exception of that and maybe one or two other tracks, I didn't feel the need to play it again. You know what I mean? So am I missing anything when it comes to Vultures, y'all? I don't know. I don't know. I still will listen to part two when it drops. It's Ty Dolla and Kanye at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like those guys got a lot of chips in the bank for me. So, you know what I mean, if you fail, at least for me, if I don't like it, I'll listen to something else that y'all put out. But I was cool on it. Another thing too, speaking of music, I think y'all be bloodthirsty for the hip hop beefs. I mean, we all do. I mean, who don't want to see another, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z takeover, and Nas Ether and Jay-Z super ugly, and you know what I'm saying? Like who don't want to see that? Who don't want to hear that? We love it. We love it. We see the Benzino and Eminem thing right now, and Benzino and this person. And I'll never forget when Nail in a Coffin dropped for the first time on the radio. I was on the way to work in the city. I was commuting from Staten Island to the city to Manhattan, and they was hyping it up. I forget what DJ was about to debut it, and he was hyping it up, hyping it up, hyping it up. Yeah, yo, I got that Eminem, you know what I'm saying, exclusive this and Benzino, blah 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 blah. And I was about to go down into the tunnel, into the train station. You lose service down there. This is back AM FM radio days. So when I'm commuting back and forth, wasn't even no iPods at that time. You know what I mean? Wasn't no street, nothing like that. Wasn't no Wi-Fi in the tunnels, you know what I'm saying, where you get service in the tunnels. Yeah, I mean, so if you go down in that tunnel, you lose your radio, your FM radio. And I stood right there, like on the stairs, waiting to hear. I was like, I can't get on this train and miss this shit. I can't. No telling when I'm gonna get a chance to listen to it again. And then that shit came on, like, this. I don't really wanna hurt no feelings, but nobody wanna hear their grandfather rap. Nope. An old man get heart attacks, and I don't want to be responsible for that. So the mic down and walk away. You can still keep a little bit of dick. I would never claim to be no Ray Benzino, an 83-year-old fake Pacino. So how could it? Yo, what? Yo, throw his lower back out as soon as he goes to lift me. Please don't. You'll probably fall with me, and our asses will both be history. Okay, yo. But yo, who don't want to see that type of stuff? So you got what is it, Future and the producer Metro, Kendrick, and the J. Cole and the Drake, all that mix up. And social media went crazy. Kendrick he dropped the bomb. He set it off for Drake. And it was a dope verse still. It wasn't even like the other joint that he did where everybody was acting like he dissed New York or whatever. Whichever track that was, when he had everybody and their mother responding to him. It wasn't even at the level of that. That was dope. He really, really, induced competition when he dropped that. This joint that he dropped the other day is cool. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple small jabs in there, and it's funny because in the song he says like forget the subliminals or something like that, but it's still subs. Like you still gotta do a little homework to catch certain things. Like when what does he say at the end? Like the part of Prince outlive Mike Jack. Like a lot of people could hear that and just be like, what does that mean? And not directly associate that to Drake, with the whole like, oh, one hit away from or number one chart topping single away from passing Michael Jackson, whatever the stat is. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like it's a little bit of a sub. Same way where I see going around social media now, they pulled up the one where Drake was like, "You'll never be Kobe to us," and that could be a reference to when Kendrick did the video and his face was changing, and there was a part where he was rapping and his face changed to Kobe. This was like, but those are subs. Like Jay-Z and Drake and some of these guys are kings of subs, the kings of them. You know what I mean? And you got to really, really dig and do your homework to figure some of them shots out. Some of them be like going back albums back and whatnot. You'd be like, I don't really know what that means. Somebody else had to break that down for me on the internet. You know what I mean? So I didn't really take it like it was a deep diss like that. It was dope. I think tactically though, is the way to go, because I think that when you're in the industry, there's a lot of things going around. Like it's like battle rap. Like if you're a part of battle rap and you're behind the scenes, you know a lot of things about a lot of people that the public don't know. So when Drake is rapping, like I got you bowing down on camera, don't worry, that USB is safe in the vault and all that type of shit. God knows the type of stuff that he knows. And you don't even got to know it. People will come to you with information. They'll try to sell you information. Um, how do you think somebody like 50 Cent gets his hands on, you know, um, where DJ Khaled's mother was working when he did that video? That shit was wild. Like, look at her. She sleep at the cash register. Like, what? What's beef, right? Or about, Rick Ross's baby mother used to be a porn star. People will give you this information. Look at the thing that's going on with academics and Meek Mill, right? People will hit up DJ Academics that's from Philly that been around Meek, been on tour, and be like, yo, I got information for you. Clearly, you'll go up there. I got information for you. I could tell you some things that you don't know about this guy and the tattoos of his baby mom with like 6 other dudes on him and all that. People will give you the information. So you could just imagine the type of stuff that Drake and Kendrick and J. Cole might know about each other. Personal, whatever. Shit, look what Pusha T did to Drake. Nobody knew that this man was in the middle of a rollout. This Pusha T comes out like, yo, you hiding a whole baby. The world's like, wait a minute, Drake, what's going? You know what I mean? Shit like that. And nobody knows this type of stuff until these guys, put it to the public. So said all of that. That's what I think is smart about Kendra's joint, is because it's not bait. Like these guys are smart. They've been doing this. It's like you can't bait a Drake, you can't bait a Kendrick, you can't bait a J. Cole. They know when the other person is being tactical or taking shots or what they possibly know about. They know, but you throw the joint out there where it's just like, all right, this is a shot. You're gonna know it's a shot, and I kicked it off. Now, you could what you got now. You never jump out into the war and empty your clip. You don't just jump out into the front line, empty your whole clip, and then the second and the third wave of the battalion comes. This is like war tactics. Like they could say you could win the battle and lose the war, or vice versa. It's no different. Like Kendrick can't come out and just dump everything. Like you got to throw. This is Drake you're dealing with, right? Drake could end careers. He could start careers the same way he could end careers. I'm not saying that he could end a J. Cole or a Kendrick because they say the three-headed monster, right? But you fight another Titan, even if you're a Titan yourself, tactically. I could even think about RBE shit, right? Like, damn, apply a lot of tactics to RBE. I get it. You're Titan. So we'll see how the Drake and the J. Cole and the Ken. I like that though. The big three. It's just big me. Like I like that. I like that. And I respect that Kendrick always comes across as a competitor. I've never listened to a Kendrick subliminal or a Kendrick diss and walked away feeling like damn, he just OD'd. Like, they gotta see each other when they see each other now. Like, it be like competitive vibe and energy I always get from Kendrick, and I love that. And I have a lot of respect for that. I could even go into like a different lane real quick. I was on the internet yesterday and I saw what what's his name? Char what's the wild guy's name that's always going viral for talking smack? He got into the fight on stage where he hit the dude with the flower and then they jumped on stage. He tried to swing a chair at him and everything. What's the guy's name? He got into it, Math. Shout out to Math. He gets into it with everybody. What's his name again? Got into it, Boost. He got into it with Ti. I'm going black. What's his name? Y'all put in chat for me. What's the wild skinny dude name that's always going viral talking smack? What's his name? I'm in the chat. I'm in the chat. Charleston White. Thank you. And while I'm looking in the chat, shout out to Tank B More. He says, ARP, stop being lame. Battle rap needs you. So if I'm not actively putting together events and matchups and all that, I'm a lame. Damn, homie. You see what retirement gets you? Damn. Maybe they love you when you fade to black. You give them 10 years and it's still like, nah, we want 10 more. Like, Jesus Christ. I just did a stream yesterday telling you, like, don't forget about yourself, right? Maybe they love you when you fade to, maybe they respect you when they realize what you brought instead of you actively being there accessible in their face. And that's not even what I'm going with right now. I'm just saying, like, damn, I'm lame. But yeah, Charleston White. I saw a video of him yesterday. I could repeat it without being disrespectful. Yeah. And he was mocking the death of Gilly's son. He was mocking it. Right? Now, Gilly and Charleston White got whatever they got going on. And Charleston could have said a million things towards Gilly. Like when Joe Button and Gilly were going back and forth, Joe Button said something about Gilly. He was like, I see the window above your bed, so that looks like your bedroom is in a basement. Something like that. Ooh. So now if they cross paths, is that shooting words? You got to die behind that? Fuck no. Like, come on, it ain't that serious, right? What Charleston White was saying towards Gilly, that I just saw yesterday, people could literally die behind that. You could be with Charleston White. 3 of y'all could be just walking down the street and somebody could just swing a joint and this person, that person get whatever behind comments like that. And I'm not trying to put that on Gilly and say, oh, Gilly's out. I don't know Gilly personally. I'm just saying a father that loses his son and then you get online and you mock the father's son's death. Like, emotion takes over when you see this person. I don't care if I'm speaking like as if I'm Gilly. I don't care if I'm a millionaire. I don't care if I have a lot to lose. It's not about like, damn, if I crash out, the term, that's not even, I don't even put that as crashing out. That's just like, that's something where you see red. And it's just like, something like that to a lot of men is worth it. It's worth throwing everything away. You mocked my son's death. If I see you, emotions take over and I only see red. I'll think about it maybe 3 years into when I'm sitting in that cell and maybe it'll hit me like, oh, damn, could I did it different? Maybe. But the rage of it, it's like when you see these videos, I'm in sorry it's true mode, y'all. Pardon. Fuck battle rap. I'll get to battle rap later on and the title in a second, y'all. You see these courtroom videos where like the victims' families of like, let's say somebody that was murdered be there. And damn well, some of them showed up like, I'm there to see this person convicted for taking my loved one's life. But then you see the person there physically. And some of them just can't help but jump the barricade. Try to jump on this. You know what I'm saying? It's my only chance to get my hands on them. You know what I'm saying? The emotions of something like that. And it's just like, I sprawl topics into multiple branches, but it's still the same tree, y'all. I'm still really talking about Kendrick and how I love how when he gets at people, I never walk away with a vibe of like, oh man, those two are gonna be for real now. Damn, like what 50 does to people, you're supposed to beef with them. Like if I'm Rick Ross and you do that type of shit to me, we're supposed to beef. You know what I mean? If I'm 50 And that's why Gunplay and Mike Knox and all them people got into it when they crossed paths at that show, right? Because the type of stuff that 50 and Rick Ross is doing to each other is real beef if we see each other type of shit. Kendrick be keeping that shit rap. I love it. I love it. And Drake is the biggest rapper out there. Drake could get you touched like this. And I don't know Drake either. And Drake don't come across like the softest guy in the world or the toughest guy in the world. I think Drake will move something if he feels the need to. You know what I'm saying? He's a man. He's a man. A lot of women cater to him and all that type of shit. I don't mean that he won't give it up. You know what I'm saying? You can't be sleeping on people. You know what I mean? But I don't see Drake feeling like, oh, now I got to punch Kendrick Lamar in his face or vice versa. You know what I mean? I don't see that, which means that we get the content of music and diss songs and the competition of who's better. Because one thing that we don't want to see happen is things to go away where we feel like we don't get the rapping. Like remember when Meek Mill and Drake first started off, and then people just like, oh, you didn't bomb yet? Nah, we don't even want to hear it no more, you know. Or somebody feels disrespected, and then they'd be like, I'm not saying that it's always used as an out or an excuse, but they'd be like, I don't even want to rap. I'm gonna see him when I see him. And then we lose out on the rapping and the songs. You know what I mean? So the diss was tactical. The diss was not deep. It was not big. It was tactical. You're not supposed to dump your clip yet, but it was dope still. So, all right. Shout out to everybody in chat. We 347 in. Y'all want to jump to the topic? Yeah, let's jump to the topic. Shout out to everybody that watches my lives and be like, I tuned in only for the topic. If you've known me ever since I've been doing lives, I skip topics a lot. Sometimes I save things that's not in the title for the end. Sometimes I put them in the beginning. I'm random. I don't script exactly what I'm gonna say or nothing like that. Like I could be random, not just politic with y'all. I'm just me. Yeah, I mean, but anybody that is looking for the title only, maybe when this goes public on the channel, maybe I'll timestamp it for y'all. Whatever. We still get a chance to talk about hip hop. Still a hip hop channel. Rare Beat Entertainment, still a hip hop channel, right? So still get to talk about that type of shit. Who said that's good? Random combos. Big Wolf, I appreciate you. You see, like niggas trying to get me off of the topic. What other colognes do you have in your arsenal? Chance. I will say I am not a super cologne guy. I got back into my fragrances and my scents last year because since a teenager, I was a guy that only wore 2 to 3 colognes. I kind of always wanted to travel. I was following my mom's. My mom's always wore Clinique aromatics. I never forget it. It was the only thing that she wore, and I remembered it because I used that for a lot of birthday and Christmases. Little kid trying to get $30, $40, whatever. Boom, I know what you like. You know what I'm saying? Clinique aromatics, and I kind of took that from her. You know, people knew my mom's from like if she leave a room, they'd be like, yeah, she was by name. They know it. She was here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I kind of stole that from her. I was just like, wherever I'm at, whether I left the room or whatever, I just want to be associated with a particular scent always. And that's just how I grew up. And that's how I was in my 20s and all that type of shit. And I finally broke out of that recently, probably from a couple gifts I've been getting over the years. And I said, you know what? Let me actually try to wear some of this shit. And now I started to get into like a mini collector. I'm not all the way deep in the game like Bones Brigante or nothing like that. Even Goods. I'm not deep like at all. Like I'm an amateur. But I already got a little mini collection now. Probably got about 20 bottles now. About that. So I still got my Sean Paul Gaultier's, which is my favorite. I put the gold bottle and the old school green bottle on camera yesterday. You got your Coco Monroe, who be in this chat a lot. I don't know if she's in here today. She DM'd me. She said, Spice Bomb. I grabbed it right off of Amazon. Tried it out. I wore it a couple times. It's nice. I got a couple Tom Fords that I like. Loewe is coming up for me. I put that on camera yesterday. I got a couple Creeds. Fahrenheit is I don't wear that as much as I used to. It starts to smell almost like an old man or something. I'm like, I don't know. It's just something about Fahrenheit that I'm transitioning away from. I got a couple polo. I got a Mercedes cologne. I'm gonna put it on camera. That's real nice, real nice. And I don't lock into a particular fragrance like a citrus or a spicy or floral type of fragrance. I go across the board. If I like it, I like it. And I also don't even got no feelings against um even if it's like a female's joint. Or I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like if I smell it and I like it, like I'll wear it. I don't give a fuck. Like these days, I don't even think you'll see a lot of retailers going that heavy for cologne versus perfume. They just be like scent and fragrance. From what I see a lot, they want things to be more unisex, I think. And then on top of that, the way society changed and shit, you can't even call somebody Mr. or Mrs. these days. You fuck around and get in trouble for that. I ain't even gonna go down that lane. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that topic alone. I'm gonna leave that topic alone, dog. Um, all right, topic, title, title. Title says, is the money gone in battle rap? Money, 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 money. I'm probably one of the most qualified to discuss, man, because I've done it all consistently over the years. High price, top tier battlers, expensive events and cards, all the way down to free battlers or free events, free cards, things that cost nothing outside of operation budgets. I've done it all. I've taken losses. The first like couple years of RBE, it was like an automatic loss. The first event that we ever did, we calculated the loss before even walking through the door. It was a known investment walking into the event for our first one. It was some entrepreneur mind state, like a couple years for a business to get off the ground. It's just how it goes. And I think we calculated upfront based on uh, the 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 uh, the capacity of the venue and the ticket sales and how much we paid the battlers. And I couldn't even project YouTube money at that time. I didn't monetize the RBE channel until like the second or the third card. Quarter Lab was on my back. They was hitting me up like, yo, monetize, monetize. I was like, Mom, what? Leave me alone. And then I finally took them up on it. It was like, yo, we could get you more money through us than working with YouTube. And I was like, I took them up on it. And been with Quarter Lab ever since. So first event wasn't even monetized on YouTube. Um, and we calculated like a $5,000 or $6,000 loss based on door versus, because that's all there was. There was no pay-per-view then. There was no VOD then. It was door money and YouTube. That's really it. And if you did like some sponsors then, or if you did merch then, the leagues wasn't really doing pay-per-views then. So calculated that loss, and I've been there. I've been in situations where you could lose a couple $1,000s. The better I got at budgeting and understanding the market and understanding the trends and the timing of the matchups and the fan base and even the surrounding factors and everything like that. Like you go through all of that. All those pieces can affect your bottom line, how much you pay to battlers. The timing of your card, is it close to other cards? It wasn't coincidence that there always seemed to be cards that dropped the week before us. Or if you guys really, really go back in the day when Facebook was popping, you know, um, flooding our posts, like trying to redirect us. Everybody used to say all the time, RBE dropped the battle. So, there's URL's about to drop a battle. That any moment now. You know what I'm saying? It was like an attempt to like smother us out. You know what I'm saying? Decrease our money, decrease our viewership, and all that type of shit. It's just war tactics. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not bitter at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. You know what I mean? But all of that shit can affect your bottom line. All of it. All of it. And when you get to the end and you count up dollar for dollar, there's many years where I was just like, yep, well, I'll just look forward to how it's gonna turn out when I file these taxes because you're not in the green. You take 2023 of what I just came out of, the money I make outside of battle rap plus the money that we made in battle rap from 2023. If I told you how much I just had to send Uncle Sam, I had a conversation behind the scenes with people that I've even coordinate taxes with. Like, let's say Holla. Like, we'll have a whole hour long conversation about taxes of what he's made from RBE and blah blah. I'll be like, yo, I just had to send him this. I got to send him that, whatever. Like, I don't get money back from the IRS anymore. I make too much money to get money back from them, to be honest. So I need to have as many write-offs as possible. I spoke about that one time on a blog. I was like, my man Aaron, I went to his crib one time and I dropped a laptop in his car, and the car had mold on the seats in it because he was just stashing some old BMW that he didn't drive no more. He kept it for sentimental value. It was like his first luxury car. And I told him, I was like, you need to go write this shit off. I know how much money you make. You know what I'm saying? Like, every year when the IRS comes around, we give away a lot of money. Not give away, but we have to send a lot of money. We don't get returns. You know what I'm saying? So no mercy. What up? I see you, homie. But the bottom line is something and losses I dealt with for years. Even when you get bigger, or let's say our 6th, 7th, 8th year, there's been times where it's like, oh shit, that one failed. That event failed. That happens. That happens. You can miscalculate something. You could be sold a dream. The battlers cannot promote. Promotion is big. If you end up with a Cassidy versus Hitman Holla, I'm gonna take my time. I got like a whole bunch of subtopics within the show. If you got a Hitman Holla versus Cassidy face off, right? You don't think your money goes up? You don't think you convince people that wasn't even gonna buy the pay-per-view to, I gotta see this? You don't think that as it ends up on other platforms that they have new fans and purchases that come in? I don't care if it's 10, 20, 30, it adds up. It all adds up. So when these leagues, when we want to see the league be in there as well, so you got like me as a spokesperson, I'm promoting, I'm bringing the battlers on the RBE channel to interview with me, and I'm coordinating them to get on PSA and get on Angry Fan and get with 15 Minutes of Fame and get with Hip Hop Is Real and link up with Direct and all this shit, right? You know what I'm saying? All of that. It adds. You know, how deep are we in the game? We still got to convince battlers to promote. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still got to beg battlers to promote. There'll be situations sometimes where you may scale your budget and negotiations because you assume that this person's draw, the likeliness and how big his social media is, he's gonna bring at least 2,000 pay-per-view sales on his own. And the person don't even post a flyer until the week before, and that's the only promo he's done. You know what I'm saying? It's like, now I don't even want to work with you a certain way anymore, if at all. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen what happens when you're the main event, or I seen what happens when you decide not to promote or whatever. And it really can be a lot of variables in, is there money in battle rap? Okay. Let's talk about this too. Having money, or the amount of money in battle rap, is circumstantial. Let's go through this piece by piece before we get to some of the under deep layers. All right. What is money to the next person, or to each person? What is money? To this battle rapper over here, not even, I won't even use a battle rapper. There's people in the chat. There's about 500 people in here right now. Shout out to y'all. There's people in the chat right now. If $50 goes missing from their wallet, the week is fucked up. The month might be fucked up. It might ruin your whole situation right now. You might be ready to kill somebody. You might be calling around for loans. Like, damn, like, I hold $50 what I lost. I can't believe it. That was my last. Right? There's other people in this chat that might be going shopping this weekend and might spend $5,000 on clothes and sneakers and shoes and splurge and go to the club and throw it at a strip club or some shit. Or so it's circumstantial. It's subjective to the person. It's no different than a battle rapper. Some battle rappers don't earn money. Some battle rappers, when they get that $1,000 from a league, that's a big deal. There's a couple battle rappers where $10,000 is what I need. Other ones, 30 or 40 is what I'm trying to get. You know what I'm saying? Some people, handful of people, 75, 80, 100 plus. I'll just stop by saying 100 plus. I don't want to go past it. Have people trying to count and speculate some of the battle rappers' pockets, right? Because it's such a small crop of people that's up there, then you'll be like, okay, so I think that I don't want to do that. I think I just saw Danny in the chat. Shout out to Danny. So Danny says salute to chat, salute to you. Shout out, Danny. So you got to always keep that in mind. The amount of money is situational based versus how much money are we really talking about? Are we really dealing with here? All right. So the majority of the culture does not make over $10,000 per battle. I know the smoke and mirrors look great. I know it sounds good to act like everybody's rich, to act like everybody's getting to a bag or whatever. Use your common sense. I understand that some of y'all out there are idiots, and you can be had. A couple posts on Instagram, maybe, or if I say a couple things or whatever, or if I got like a couple followers on social media, maybe you think I'm somebody, and you translate that into me having money. You think that I got it like that, right? How many situations do you really feel where these battlers is caked up like that? Some of your favorite battle rappers are fucked up. Some of the biggest battle rappers are fucked up. That is a sorry is true reality. This culture has not taken all of our greats and all of our goats and all of our legends and put them in a situation where they make consistent, relied upon, and depended upon money that they could depend on every week, every month. That's not what's happening, right? There's only a couple people you could look around, and most of them are league owners and be like, yo, he got it. You could almost tell, you could see it in people are of the world, right? In this chat, in battle rap. You're of the world, right? Do you have that sense about you? They say like, money can smell money. It can attract money. It can see money. I could be around certain people and I could just tell. I could tell by the way you groom yourself. I could tell the way that you carry yourself. I could tell the way that you mix, maybe the way that you dress. You know what I'm saying? There's an aura, there's a vibe. You could see it sometimes in a lot of people, not everyone. You could see it. You could see it. You know what I mean? And then there's just so many times where it's just like, look at this person. Look at the battles that they're doing. Look at the matchups that they're doing. Look at the platforms that they're battling on. Look how frequent they battle. You think that this person is well off? Is that what you think? How many battle rappers are actual homeowners? I'm not renting. I mean actual homeowners, like have a mortgage. How many? You're gonna say less than 5, probably. That's not a good number for our culture and our industry. That's crazy. Some of your biggest battle rappers in the world of all time. I've had those conversations with y'all. I'm trying to bust some more and see if I get myself a house or whatever. And that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put nobody on blast here. Nobody. I just want us to first get past this first layer of the onion of smoke and mirrors and reality. What money actually is in battle rap. All right. So when I tell you only 10% of all battle rappers, if that, have ever crossed 10,000, and then I can tell you maybe less than that, to be honest. It's really like less than 5% of battle rappers that really could make more than 5 grand. It hurts for you to hear that right now. Sorry, it's fucking true. And I'm scaling based on how many battle rappers are really out there. Like, let's say in the States alone, let's say there's 1,000 battle rappers that I alone have met or know or have seen or to some capacity, whether you're up and comers, 1SKs or PGs or GZs or all the way up to the goats and the Mount Rushmores, right? Let's say 1,000 battle rappers, and I'm gonna tell you, like, like 3% or less makes more than $5,000 per battle. Sorry, it's true. Let's start being honest first. Okay. So I want to get to that piece. I want to get to that piece. And the most attention that you can bring to a battler, right? in a given matchup or a given scenario, I'm trying to keep an eye on some of the chat as well. I got y'all. Is going to be heavy indicative of how much money can be generated. That's not a good thing. Pay attention. I've had this conversation behind the scenes many, many times where I've said there are no true superstars or stars in battle rap. Sorry, it's true. What do I define a star as? Right? For me, a star moves the needle on his own. If we use the movie industry, I don't care who produced it. Denzel Washington is in it. I'm going to watch it. I don't care who did the song, the production on the album. Jay-Z wrote the songs. I'm going to listen to it. I don't care who's on the undercard taking the stage. Kevin Hart is headlining. I'm going to watch it. It's different when you're a real star. The configuration of battle rap off rip means that you need a compliment. You need an opponent, right? I'll pay Hitman Holla $5 million to battle Eminem right now, right? As his counterpart, changes his price. But if he battles a 1SK, Hitman, I got about 50 grand for you, maybe. That's a big fucking drop. 5 million to 50 grand. Pay attention to the spectrum that I'm using on purpose because everybody has a compliment. So what do you do on your own? A lot of only like, once again, that 3% that can earn over 5 grand. Those are like the only people that could move the needle on their own, no matter who they battle. No matter who they battle. Pay attention. Battle rap leagues. I've said this before, but battle rap leagues, some of them are stupid, but they still have enough drive to make some money and not overdo it. They don't have to as far as bookings. Keep up with me. No league is gonna book 10 battlers for a 5-battle card if I only need to just book Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Because if I use this example in the past before too, tell me the undercard of Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Nobody remembers it. Nobody cares. I had a whole fight night at my crib for that fight, right? We didn't even watch it. I had the pay-per-view running in the background. Music still playing over the TV. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's drinking, having a good time, partying, hanging out, boom, boom. Nobody stops what they're doing until Mayweather and Pacquiao enter the ring. Nobody cares about the undercard. It was 2 stars. And if you subtract either one of them, it's still like that. You subtract Mayweather and just put Pacquiao there, it's the same outcome. You subtract Pacquiao, put Mayweather there, it's the same outcome. Those are stars. Move the needle on your own. Certain battlers, even some of your biggest ones, you only care about based on the matchup. If the matchup isn't that, you're like, right now, if I say Twerk versus this person, you probably won't pay for it. You might catch it on YouTube, whatever. If I say Twerk versus Big K, you're locked in, right? Locked in. I'm strapped in, right? Think. So a league is not going to go out of their way to book 10 people's flights and hotels and deposits and back ends and venue time, which is longer because I got more battles. If all I need to do is just book one matchup, why must we present events and cards to you, collectives? King of the Dot tried it one time. Stay with me. All the same piece of this onion, this layer. King of the Dot tried it one time. Great concept where they gave the battle rappers codes. And I think they was giving like a percentage or whatever. So if you bought your ticket or if you bought your pay-per-view, you put your code in to say, I'm buying this because of Ilmac. You know what I'm saying? Or rest in peace, Pat Stay, or the Saurus, or Disaster, or whoever was on some of those cards that they did that on. Right. And I'm pretty sure King of the Dot was not happy with what they seen because they never did it again. I think I remember seeing them do it once. And some of those battlers probably saw harsh realities. A lot of battlers that think they got names and think that they big like that, they want to be on cards with other big battle rappers because they can't stand alone. They can't. They can't. This is a sorry, it's true, harsh reality. Or else a league is just gonna book Mayweather and Pacquiao on its own. What the fuck am I gonna spend all this time and money on the other 8 people? Why would I do that if all I need is just this one battle? The fans ain't gonna buy it. They won't. You know what I'm saying? So to me, by definition, there is no if there is, there's less than 3 or 4. Like Hitman Holla's a star on his own. Cassidy's a star on his own. I'm talking about draw appeal. I'm just gonna stop there. You know what I'm saying? People that will move the needle no matter what on their own. But you could come out and announce like how on some blackout shit, like on some King of the Dot shit, like just announce one battler. Next event, y'all, is Cassidy, right? Some tickets are gonna go. Some pay-per-views are gonna go. Next event, Hitman Holla's back. Some tickets and it's gonna go. They're gonna go. Next event, I got this battle rapper. Now I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I don't want nobody to feel offended. I got this battle rapper. Like, well, who's he battling? And then I announced that I like the matchup, but what else you got? They did that to the Mook and Tay Rock card. Remember? Mook and Tay Rock. It's a big battle. A lot of people want to see that. I wanted to see it. And y'all tore at URL because y'all didn't respect the rest of the card. Y'all didn't respect the rest of the matchups. Now, why it was done like that? Maybe those 2 top guys took a big piece of the budget, and then the rest of the card is done in a sense where it's just like, all right, we only got but so much to pay the rest of the card. That could happen. That's still budgeting. There's nothing wrong with that. I tried that, and I even put it into the title in the promo. When we did Matt versus Sirius, there was no name to the event. Go pull up the flyer. The flyer says Matt Hoffa versus Sirius. We tried the boxing approach to see if we could just use the 2 people. And then the rest is the undercard. Don't treat it like, oh, you need a whole event to sell you. By the time I get to max out 3, the 7th announcement, they're still acting whether they like the card or they don't. 7th matchup. Let me see who's the 7th announcement now. You ruined the card. How? I already started off by saying Hitman Holla versus Ill Will. I'm done, right? This is our market. This is our demographic. This is our industry. When you have the biggest players in the industry complaining about money or costs, there's an obvious problem. This is not new. It's been like this the entire time this culture was here. When you watch like Norb's Untold Truth on Chris Unbiased's channel, and he says, what we all rank the top event of all time, Summer Madness 2. When Norbs, who's a partner at that time inside URL, says, yo, Diddy and Q-Tip and Busta Rhymes, and it's a movie, and the ring card girls and the strippers on stage, and the mega events and return of you got Mook and Iron Solomon and Sirius Jones and Charlie Clips and this person, that person. But we was rabbit ears when the event was over. It was rabbit ears. That's a smoke and mirror moment or a promotional moment or a step further moment because you have something that's going to make you money after that, though. But for whatever reason, you had a partner saying that the event didn't make money for us, though. Right? That happens. I'm going all the way back then. I'm trying to show you like this topic that's being discussed now. It's always been that. It's always been smoke and mirrors. The battlers are rich. Yeah, right. Every league gets money. Yeah, right. Some of the biggest leagues will still take, like URL is going to take some losses this year. They like, you don't have those type of topics and those type of statements on camera if their last event that I just did made me $1 million. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see some of these league owners, the first thing they do is get on camera after the event and they have like complaints about something. Like when I come out of certain events and I'm already through the event looking at my pay-per-view sales continuing and ever, the last thing on my mind is a money issue or a problem, or I'm mad that this person didn't show up or did not. This goes across all leagues. Sometimes you could read the room just based on what the league owner is doing or saying or the topics that he's involved in after the event. Use some common sense. I've been there. I'm not taking no shot at nobody. I've been there. It happens. The biggest leagues that build up the biggest followings are still taking losses. Hitman Hollow is just in spaces. I know what Hitman was trying to do at certain points. It was funny, smart guy. Niggas was like, yo, I just want niggas to be honest. Smack, is it a problem with the battles? Then say that. I want to know. He's nudging. He's nudging the narrative, which is actually correct. Of y'all think some of these niggas is that, and they not. And it's true. It's true. They can't stand on their own. They can't. Some of the biggest names in the game, they can't do it. They can't draw it. They can't make it. They can't cut it. He wants that to be known to y'all. Like this, how many people could do what I do? It's true. I'm not just because that's my guy. It's the fucking facts. I got numbers across this whole shit. From the biggest to the smallest for 10 years. I got 10 years of data and analytics. You think I don't know what I know? You know what I'm saying? So that topic is only a topic because there's a problem. And what happens is it'd be years of issues and then you get to a boiling point. Like remember when Smack was like, yo, I can't eat that. You know, because people, whether they was choking or missing flights and whatever, that's like a boiling point. But every event that goes down, somebody doesn't show up or somebody misses a flight or a battle doesn't go down. Fans ain't getting no refunds. It's gonna be, oh, we're gonna complete the objective. It happens with me too. You know what I'm saying? It happens with every. It's not. This industry is not indicative of being a top seller and sustaining that. We only create moments. Right. And you have to become a big enough platform with a big enough following and have big enough crash hitting promotional runs and cards to jump through some of those ceilings and have a moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a lot of moments I could look at, even some that y'all probably wouldn't think of, like the first Pearly Gates. That was like I reference that all the time is when fans put a different label on us. You champion with Tech, rest in peace, Tech Nine's up there with Jay Black. And he's just like, what is this? This looks like a Summer Madness. Like, when did you start booking top tier versus top tier matches? We thought you was only the Blood, Sweat, and Tears Bowl. And it's like change the perception of RBE a little bit. You got Daylight versus Ill Will and JC versus Ill Mac, Big K versus Old Red for the Champion of the Year race and all that type of shit back then. And like, oh, RBE, what you doing? That pay-per-view was like, oh, okay, that's how it could work, huh? And you have moments. You know what I'm saying? It's not every event. Nobody complains if they're coming off of great profit. Nobody. And here's another reality. The same way I say like 3% of the battlers out there, if you like use like 1,000 or whatever, are making over $5,000 per battle, is no different for the leagues. There's only a handful of leagues that's not just doing it to do it. Like most of the leagues, it's a high percentage of the leagues are just, they love it. We all love it. They some of it sometimes the ego, you know, like I gotta get outside and let these motherfuckers talk to me, or I can't let the other leagues be thinking like they're ahead of me or whatever. It's all of that, man. All of that exists, but they're not making nothing. And even that you can see in the cards. If only 3% of, just pay attention to the logic and the math. If only like 3% of the battler population is making over 5,000, right? Yet you're not even booking those guys, those heavy hitters. Then what is your event drawing? A couple $100 maybe? Maybe you make a couple dollars after the event and maybe you release on YouTube. You're dead. You're dead. Now this should be common logic for the smaller leagues. So if the bigger leagues, the biggest league is complaining, what does that mean? What does that mean? Let's talk about market now. The market. Battle rap, like real estate, if there's a fucking presidential run every year, and we know that's not how it is, but just a comparison. That means up, down, up, down, up, down. Or if laws, all this type of shit is changing, real estate changes too, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But the battlers count pockets, and they think that it's like how real estate is. Like this house down the block, I bought mine's for, $2 million, and this house down the block sold for 2.5. So now mine is called a comp. The comps in the areas what realtors will show you when you're about to sell your crib. Well, he just sold for 2.5, but yours is a little bit bigger and yours got a pool. You bought yours for two. Yeah, we're gonna list yours for 2.6. You know what I'm saying? That's the count pocket shit on the battle rapper side. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. I had to deal with that over the years. This person just did an interview or blog saying that he made X amount of dollars at RBE, yet you only gave me 1,500. I know what you draw, right? So the market, you have to predict what somebody's draw is, because once again, there's nobody that stands on their own. It's always a collective, right? And nobody's doing the king of the dot. Here's a code. Let me see what you can draw on your own. They tried that. Obviously, they would have stayed with it if it was significant, right? So trying to figure out the market at a given time based on what other people are doing, the activity, what the battle rapper has going on recently, what his last draw was, what battle he's coming out of. All of this shit is the puzzle that you have to piece together to be in my shoes to put together a budget around an event, right? So that market and that timing even sometimes can affect you if you're not a standalone handful of people. That's those battle rappers. Okay. That market that goes up and goes down, it could hurt you or it could help you. If I book Battle of XYZ and he's coming off, I'll use a real world example. Let's use Cassidy. One of the highest paid, highest energy, highest draw battle rappers ever, right? It's like him and Hitman is up there, right? Those are two top guys. And he's coming off of Disaster Battle, the Goods Battle, and the Arsenal Battle. General consensus across the culture, or I shouldn't say consensus, the general vibe and feedback is like, we're good. The setup or the lead-in or the matchups or the way that he approached those battles, whatever. People wasn't hype about, right? They wasn't big on it. He gets to the Hitman battle. First of all, the Hitman promo run. It's the biggest face-off ever, right? And then that promo run is people believes it. I'm still to this, like Hitman and Cassidy meant everything about that, their energy of I'm bigger than you, I'm better than you. I'm the main event. No, I'm the A side. No, they meant it. And you could see it. And it comes through on camera and their interviews and all that. That promo run was crazy. And then after that, Cassidy's stock is through the roof. He's got battlers flying into Atlanta to do his TV show with him, or his situation, the mansion situation with the top battlers. He got Mook and Rex and Daylight and Geechee Gotti and all these people flying in to fuck with him, right? And everybody knows the story of, oh yeah, hold this right here to Battle Freeway, right? It's because the market value of Cassie, the crib down the block that just sold for 2.6, right? After coming off of the Hitman battle. That's the market. Boom, right? And for whatever reason, the timing or the funding behind it doesn't work out. And then the market comes down for Cassidy over time. It comes down. When somebody sits like that on a shelf, or the matchup isn't revered and it's not being upheld, like let's say like a Lux and a Daylight where people can uphold the matchup. So even the matchup in itself, the market value had to stay close to where Cassidy's energy was, which was coming out of the Hitman battle. They didn't really care too much for the Cassidy and Freeway matchup, especially after Freeway dropped that like freestyle in a corner or something like that or whatever. And people was just like, we're off of this. You still can capitalize on the market timing of where Cassidy's stock is coming out of the Hitman battle. But you don't, for whatever reasons, business, whatever, Kathy, whoever, whatever. And Cassidy's stock comes like this. Now the agreement that you had, it's not even worth it to you anymore. It's all hypothetical, I guess, right? Alleged logic, guessing logic, opinionated, smart logic, right? So that market up and down fluctuation, it's the nature of the leagues timing, the nature of the battle is timing, the nature of the matchup timing, all of that. Lux and Rum Nitty to me is being hurt right now. That's how I feel. If you announce something, right, and then you take a while to get to it, would you like to get to things close? This is like promotion now too, and marketing, because we're talking about market and stock value, close to when it gets hit. Now, then you carry the responsibility later on and drumming it back up. And certain leagues are good at doing that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with I get it. Sometimes that happens. But when I see Loaded Lux get on a platform with like Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, and he's got an opportunity on that platform to say, what month, not even his month, his Rum Nitty battle is. He doesn't even have that information yet. He's up there and he's just like, oh, we trying to put it together. You know what I'm saying? We trying to figure out small room, big room. These people don't even follow battle rap like that. You don't even have a month to give them. So the timing and the market value of the battle can come down. And that's happened to me too. This ain't no shot. I'm just using the examples of the biggest players who have the most responsibility and know about really this. And that happens to be the Chromes, the RBEs, the URLs, the King of the Dots. That's why I'm using these examples. I don't give a fuck about no shots about I'm not even, I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? So not everything's a shot, people. Like, I'm just going to be up here and drawing examples that I know y'all know. And the responsibility or like the biggest efforts are on the bigger leagues. So I know y'all gonna be able to relate when I use these type of examples. Not a fucking shot. You know what I'm saying? But it changes. It changes that market value of Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? And it still ties into like the spending aspect when you talk about market. Okay. Where's the market at when everybody's making the most money? The market is up here, right? The two biggest reasons that we've seen the market be elevated over the last 3 to 5 years, I'll use that window. The biggest two reasons over the last 3 to 5 years why the market has jumped all the way up there, one being the source of funding, right? i.e. caffeine. This is known to everybody. There's people that have done public interviews say like, you better get it now because it's going to go away. What does that mean? Just interpret logic. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't it be a consistent pay grade or pay rate? Why is it like get it now before it goes down? Why would it be that? Just pay attention, right? And I've done that blog a long time ago while I broke down the premise of abusing the plug. You know what I'm saying? Giving somebody 50 when their draw is really only 15, right? And it's dope to pay somebody and let them take care of their family and get them that, right? But I also did a blog talking about the intravenous drip when I use like the Ted Grizzle situation, whatever. Give somebody what they worth and keep consistencies around that. A little up, a little down, maybe, right? You don't need to jump all the way up here, right? Because it's about stretching the work. I'm not trying to talk like a drug dealer, but it's about stretching the work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to come outside with everything in the middle of a drought. And I know I can't even re-up. You know what I'm saying? Let me stretch my shit. Let me come down and selling bags for a second because I'm not even getting a re-up. So I off this, I'll fuck around and be fucked up a month and a half from now. That's how this is, you know what I'm saying? So you got to dictate the market as well, not just for today, but for tomorrow. The second element that drove the market up, who we kidding? It's competition. It's competition. Hollow doesn't put that contract up saying like $20, $23, $26,000 paid to do nothing if there's no competition around paying Hollow that or getting Hollow this check. We just talked about Cassidy and Freeway. Cassidy coming off of Hitman, possibly about to battle Charlie Clips. Take this money and sit down. Shit, we can't even finish that contract. You know what I'm saying? Mook is in URL's face rapping. I got paid for 3 and I only rapped 1. Why? Why is there a need to give people these accumulation situations? Or Sean added out on MEO, right? Yo, Sean, Sean literally calls one of them. Yo, I just got off the phone. Offer me Hollow, boom, boom, some money with it. How much? You know what? I'm gonna send you some money. Sit on that. Hold this instead and don't do that. Pay you to not do that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to that. Right. And then that kind of leads into all the problems that they ended up having. Right. The miscommunication or understanding of what that money meant. Right. So allegedly, right, I guess. So the competition, right? The competition, along with the whole counting of the pockets of battlers and people request or thinking that they are that comp crib on the corner that just did 2.6, right? That's what drove the market up, right? So when you remove that first element that I spoke about, which is where the money is coming from and not expanding the work properly and managing the work properly, right? When that plug went away and it's a drought for real, now I'm on camera complaining because it's not my money anymore. I mean, it's my money now, I should say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting it from somebody else now. I got to worry about now. I really want to pay you what you're worth. So now after all this time, it's time to complain. But the battlers get conditioned for being up there. And I'm not saying that they should, you know what I'm saying? Because a battle rapper, if they're looking in the mirror and being real with themselves, they should know like, shit, I ain't worth this $50,000. Or maybe they don't know the game because they're not on my side of the fence to know what they really are or what they really aren't worth. Maybe they don't know. Maybe the only way a battle rapper is able to guesstimate what he's worth is what he got last time or what he thinks one of his peers got or what he thinks his YouTube views are. Maybe those are the three only things that people have to really show them that that's what I think I'm worth. Somebody that came in the game same time as me and just as draw as I am, done just many main events as me, got paid this. So okay, that's a comp, right? Real estate. So that's a comp. The other one, my YouTube views, right? I say I do 1 million views. That must mean I'm hot, right? Must mean I'm hot, right? Like these are some of the circumstances that I'm trying to use to gauge what I'm worth. But you're never seeing, shout out to Holly, he said this in the spaces, you're never seeing the real actuality, right? Because there's a reason why it doesn't always benefit the business to show you the behind the scenes. That's in every business, every business. So I'm not saying that anybody is right or wrong for that, but I have that reputation because I've entered business deals like that where I kind of want you to know your numbers. Benefits meet up for you to be humbled so that the next time we work, because I'm the guy that stretches the work. I'm thinking about tomorrow, not just today. I know me and you can make some good money right now today, but tomorrow when we work again, I want to make sure that we're doing it the right way, right? So I want you to see these numbers. I want you to see these numbers. It's going to make it that much easier when you call me or I call you for the next one and the one after that. Ask about me, the people that I've done these deals with. That's why. So when you get to see the numbers, and some of y'all can see the numbers in the building, how many top tiers right now? See, the camera is one of the smoke and mirror elements. Shout out to all you cameramen, right? A camera just shows the rappers and the hosts and a couple people right there on camera, right? You can't tell whether the place is empty or whether they're in a garage or whether you can't really tell. The footage masks that for us, the smoke and mirror element of that, right? But how many top tiers know damn well they just took a battle and there was 40 people there with them? And they consider how big of a name. How many top tiers have just done that within like the last 6 months? I just battled at some shit that was 40 people there. So even the battlers, I guess they'll conveniently use certain aspects to tell them what they're worth, right? But the those all that right there of the market and the realities, I guess in summary, it all comes back to recoup, right? When somebody can put out $100,000 and only make 80 back, I just lost 20 grand. Can you recoup? Right. And the only way you find that out is the hard way. And then another fucked up thing for the leagues is the leagues are the ones that don't get the guarantees unless you have a deal with somebody like paying you to do the events. Like, let's say, like, whatever, right? Third party. So the recoup and the fact that I find out after the fact during the event is, damn, it worked out. Like you was, that draw, or you wasn't that draw that I thought, or we thought you were gonna be, or this match was gonna be. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta predict all these events, especially when you pay for it on your own and you budget it on your own, right? So the recoup becomes an issue. And like I said, same way there's that small percentage of battle rappers that really crash or even make over $5,000, they're all lying. They're all lying. They're all fucking lying. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're all, you could tell, you could see it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same with the leagues, man. It's the same with the leagues. Like, You could take your average league that just did a recent event or did an event last month or did a month before and be like, did you make at least $10,000? Fuck no. Did you make $1,000? Nope. You know what I'm saying? So to answer the overall question, is the money gone in battle rap? The overall question of this video. The real question is, what type of money was there in battle rap in the first place? That's the real question. It's not, is the money gone? Because the money that you guys defined as there during a certain time, it wasn't sustainable. It was overpaid or it was competitive based. All right. When you just talk about general running year to year of battle rap and what our industry does as a whole, was the money ever there? Is the question. And I answered earlier, only for certain moments. If you really know how to approach this shit a certain way, be calculated, your matchups, your timing, your card construction, all of this type of stuff. This is why people say, like, it's supposed to be simple shit to say, let me put in a contract. You can't battle, within 30 days before, 30 days after my shit. So you can focus on my shit and you don't even have any overlapping promo. You know what I'm saying? Why? That's simple layer coordination and evaluation of constructing your timing. So you can have a moment where you can make money. Just a moment. It's not every event where you're going to guarantee yourself to make some fucking money. It happens to all of us. I don't make money every single event. When Rem did Hitman and Easy, you can see it. You can see the views of the face off. You can see the turnout of the building. You could see the buzz on social media before, during the event, and after. You do max out one, and it's in every barbershop. The motherfuckers might have fucking made $1 billion. You can see it. You can see it. But all of us, when Rem does a smaller joint, like the joint with, like, let's say, who Yoshi throw a bottle at? I forget who it was. Rem lost money. Rem lost money at it. Certain Lift Your Soul cards I've done. Go look at some of the main events. I lost money on some of them. Sounds like URL might have just lost money on volume. Because like I said, who comes right to a camera after an event is over and complain? Then you got to kind of spin it a little bit, clean it up, because you got to keep the marketing and the promo going. Like, yo, I think it was a good event. I'm talking to the fans and all that. That's part of running marketing and promotion. But the reality is somebody ain't happy for a reason. And every once in a while that bleeds out on camera. But that's been the case this whole fucking time. A lot of battle rappers just ain't like that and ain't a draw. And I've also been preaching for the battle rappers forever. Get you something else, leave with something, grab something that comes from your brand in battle rap and also put it somewhere else. Be a little selfish in that respect. Do something for yourself. Because this shit ain't gonna cut it. There's gonna be a lot of where are they now type of people. League owners and battle rap. I mean, some of them is already like that right now. They just don't show. They'll show you everything else. Right? Go do a fucking show me all your cars or do an MTV Cribs. Like, let's see what's going on. Show me your bank account right now at this very moment. Like your bank, like show me. Do a day in the life video. You show everything else on the internet, right? Do a day in the life. Show me. Let me see. You can see it. You could tell. The question ain't, is the money gone in battle rap? The question is, how much money was ever there to begin with? Not consistent, oh, these people are all crashing. No, people are having moments based on market, based on card, based on sponsors at a certain time, based on certain main events and certain battlers who are a handful that can crash. You're going to make some more money with me possibly if I got Cassidy and Hitman booked, because the overall shit is generating more money that I can give out maybe. Go down like that. It's all moment and circumstantial. There's nothing that's like this, like a 9 to 5. No matter what, I'm getting paid X amount this Friday. That ain't battle rap. That ain't battle rap. A lot of people that do this full time, they either have to or they think it's something that it's not. And if I'm telling you 3% of the battlers even make over $5,000, believe the guy that has been doing this for 10 plus years and worked with everybody from the lowest to the highest. Believe me, believe me. Like, so even the bloggers will tell you like how many some of these best top battle rappers are fucked up. Top league owners are fucked up. I went to this battle rapper's house to do an interview, and it's like, damn, son, you borrowing electricity from the neighbors? Real shit. You know what I mean? But we don't be outing people because it's smoke and mirrors, so we could sell it. It's a smoke and mirrors so that we could sell it to y'all. But the truth is, it's like it's no different than an Instagram post. Everybody looks good for their Instagram post. Nobody takes a picture of themselves, be like, damn, I look broke, I look dirty, I look crazy. Let me still hit post. Nobody does that, right? The day in the life, show me how you live, show me how you drive, show me your bank account, show me what you make on a weekly or a monthly basis. Show me your tax return, show me your W-2s or whatever. That's the truth of it. Show me the pay-per-view numbers, show me the VOD numbers. That's the truth of it. And there's a reason why we don't see those things. Sorry, it's true. Jermaine, salute. ARP, salute my guy. I respect your decision on retirement and appreciate all you've done for battle rap. Do you believe? Thank you, homie. I appreciate that, main. Jermaine. Yes, it's everybody's time. You don't want to be the guy that hangs around just to hang around. There's certain league owners that do that. They hang around just to hang around. You ain't gonna see me go out on my dick. Pause for some of y'all. Nah, I go up here on my own terms. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can or did stop RBE. There's no reason other than me for leaving RBE. Anybody that has ever tried to stop RBE did a terrible job at it because we 10 years and went out saying this is where they at. This is what they just did. So obviously nothing stopped nothing. I mean, I did what I wanted. I did it my way. You know what I'm saying? So go out like that is a good thing. I mean, I appreciate that, homie. ARP back going live. Yes, sir. Shout out to Ruin Your Day. We will see y'all this Saturday. We got work to do. But yeah, I'll keep the lives rolling. I got like a comment on my IG or something. Somebody was just like, yo, come on, I'm a member. At least don't retire the lives and the blogs. Fuck. I got you. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Pretty Rasta, congratulations on your retirement. Blessings on your journey. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was on the phone with somebody yesterday, a very, very prominent person from the culture who shall remain nameless. And they asked me, they said, me and this person were missing each other on phone calls for like the last week or two. And we finally caught each other yesterday on the phone. I pick up the phone. I was like, finally, like, I've been missing you. You've been missing. I call you. You can't pick up. Blah, blah, blah. Finally get on the phone yesterday. He said, well, shit, some of the shit I was going to ask you, you just answered in your live. You know what I'm saying? And during the conversation, one of the questions that he asked, this is a homie too. One of the questions that he asked me, he said, so now what are you going to do? I was just like, that's just such a funny perception or a question to me. I was like, what I'm going to do is what I've always been doing since y'all all knew me. I never put battle rap primary, not even secondary in my life, as far as like business or financially, ever. I always thought it was crazy. I had one time with Shot to try to talk me into. I think one of the first times we had a pay-per-view or something where he saw the potential in RBE and made some money. He's like, man, why don't you put all that other shit down you got going on and do this shit full time? And me and him had an argument a while. I was like, I ain't doing no battle rap on some full time shit. Put all my eggs in a battle rap basket. I saw it early. I was like, I'm hip hop. I'm also battle rap. I love battle rap. I have a passion for creating and being a part of constructing and coordinating and have my ideas come to life and working with good people and seeing some of this shit come to life. I have a passion for that. But when it comes to making sure how my bills get paid and the food that ends up on my table and the clothes that end up on my back, put that in the battle rap basket. I saw it years ago. I was just like, fucking no thanks. Told my own brother that. So yeah, when the homie on the phone yesterday asked me, so what are you gonna do now? I was like, same thing I've been doing for the last 10 years that y'all know me. I just don't see that because that part of my life isn't on social media. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap was not primary or secondary for me this whole time. I think I made some good decisions based around that too. I don't have the stresses that some of your favorite league owners have. And I wouldn't want to walk in those shoes. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 because people probably got to shoot themselves in the foot just to give you a smile when they burning inside about certain shit. I don't want that for myself. Don't get me wrong. On the other side, there's some people that have made some good money. Battle rappers, bloggers, media, and league owners. There's a couple people that have made some great money, but it's far and few. It's far and few. Um, was trying to go to the first event, 24 Hope in 2024, I guess. Hope RBE for Max Out 4. I appreciate that, homie. Shout out to you, but nah, there will be no Max Out 4. There will be no Max Out 4. Max Out 3 10-year anniversary is being left like that. I'm not touching it. I'm not bothering it. I love that Max Out 3 created what it created. It had the name that it named and the reputation that it has. And I'm not bothering it. I'm leaving it right there. Play the hype. Appreciate the super and the support, homie. Why call it retirement if you're still going to be actively a part of it? Why not say you're taking a step back? Seems like battle rap loves the word retirement. Okay. So when you even the word retirement and career, that's a good question. So let me answer that for you. And I appreciate the super. The word career and retirement in battle rap has always been trash. I don't even like when I hear people call what they do in battle rap a career unless they are like a handful of league owners and maybe like a handful of battle rappers. Other than that, like you chose the wrong career, buddy. You know what I'm saying? When I'm telling you 3% of battle rappers make less than $5,000 per battle, right? This is your career. You know what I'm saying? So the word career is even overused. We try to further legitimize something that we don't keep legitimate. Every event, look what happens. Something's going on. Something unprofessional, some unbusinesslike, some loss of a card, some loss of a battle of what is right. Like this ain't a professional environment. This ain't a real good career to choose. Like if you wake up one day and say, what I want to do from now until I'm an old man is be a battle rapper, primary and only, good fucking luck. I think you're crazy. You damn sure ain't been listening to my blogs over the years, but who am I? Right. So the word career to me is trash in battle rap, which automatically makes the word retirement in battle rap trash. Okay. So let me say that first and foremost. Now, considering what I bring to the table and what I do and how behind the scenes, when you're in my shoes, you literally run RBE 365. But I might only do 5 to 8 events per year, right? But behind the scenes, the coordination, the working, the phone calls, the spending, all of that, the negotiations, it's year round. It's every week. It's every day. You're allocating time to do battle rap, right? That is gone for me. Pay-per-view events is gone for me. VOD events is gone for me. Full circle battles could be done by a sponsor, could be done by a fan. That's not the shoes that I've fulfilled the last 10 years. It's like a whole nother thing. Like I literally spoke yesterday about like, yo, I could sponsor, some battles on like some of the leagues that I fuck with. That's really all full circle is. If I'm telling you there's nothing for sale, no tickets being sold, no VOD being sold, no pay-per-view being sold, it's gonna upload to the channel. If you're a member, you can get it a week early, maybe after that, you catch it for free. Shit, y'all be waiting 6 months, a year for some battles to drop anyway. I'm telling you, you might get it for free in like 2 weeks. I'm not looking to generate money because money is you don't have an employee or a contractor that has a career that doesn't have a pay rate. All right. So when we talk about corporate America and real business, it really is a definition of retirement because I'm not even conducting anything that's looking to generate myself money at that state. You know what I'm saying? Like YouTube money, of course, is there, but like I said yesterday on yesterday's streams, I'm still paying these battlers thousands of dollars. Rarely is your video going to make me thousands of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like we go crazy when a battle crosses 1 million views. That's when it's really making me nice money monthly and all that type of shit. How many of those happen in a culture every year? We go crazy over 1 million views. We treat it like it's, you know what I'm saying? You got people that do content. You got like a DJ Vlad. You can do 500,000 views off a 3-minute video of somebody just talking shit about a topic. Now, that's real content, real money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me being somebody that literally could be described, you probably won't describe me as one because you know me as a league owner. You know what RBE can do and did do. But I'm really on some sponsor shit. Described yesterday as well. I had a mega match come to my phone the other day. And I was just like, I'm gonna break no bread with that person. Did something funny in the past. I ain't holding no grudge. Don't take it personal, but I'm cool. It's not business to me anymore. It's really back to all passion. Like, you know what? I do want to see a Verb and Ill Will. Fuck it. Let's all make it happen. You know what I mean? Of course, there's some opportunities mixed in there. You know what I mean? Because I still am who I am in this game. You know what I mean? But if that ain't retirement from what I do and what I can do, I don't know what to call it. I'm literally like a fan sponsor now. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody need to call me no more. Couple handful of people that I fuck with. That's it. Nobody need to call me no more. Yo, what's up? What's up with the plate? Nobody need to call me no more. You know what I'm saying? So maybe my definition of retirement based on what this culture really is and also what I do on a day-to-day when I'm really running RBE year round. Maybe your definition is a little bit different than mine. But I'm changing the expectation and making it night and day for what I'm doing. If my expectation of what ARP is going to do on a yearly basis is night and day. I didn't say fucking day to dusk. I said night and day of what I'm going to be doing. That's retirement, homie. So hope I gave you the $10 worth, my man. That was a great question. I appreciate you too. I'm serious. I don't want the calls anymore, so I might as well make it as public as possible. Say James, appreciate the super. Yo, ARP, I own a candle business. Would like to send you some cents. Do you have a PO box? Yes, I do. Send me a DM on IG. I appreciate that, homie. I got some candles around the crib. I'll put them up every once in a while. Tank B more. Appreciate the super. Yo, ARP, try Raja Elysium Cologne. It's expensive but amazing. I always get compliments when I wear it. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at that. Appreciate that. And now that it's on video right here, and I put this up, it's on video. I'll be able to come back and see it. Appreciate that. Lux versus Cass in a blue room, 500K on the floor. No, thank you. I don't like that matchup. I want to see Big K and Cassidy. I want to see Big K and Goods. For Lux, Lux and Hitman was one that I didn't do. Me and Hitman fell back from that. What else would I want to see for Lux? Of course, Daylight, even though it's lost a lot of its luster and a lot of its stock, right? Since we spoke about that earlier. But Lux is still Lux, Daylight is still Daylight. So it's still going to be an amazing display of talent. But the business behind it is not what it probably once was, unfortunately, for those two guys, as well as anybody that was going to put it on. There's a lot of money that I think has been lost for that matchup, unfortunately. So, but you mentioned Lux. Yeah, Lux and Hitman is still dope. Lux still got some good ones out there. He got Nitty coming up. Whenever that happens, everybody's gonna tune into that. I'm gonna watch it too. So shout out to Lux, man, and condolences to Lux too. Condolences to Lux. I think we saw some news come across about his side of the world. You know what I'm saying? And condolences to Lux, man. We all the culture at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to overuse the word culture when I really analyze this space. I be calling it an industry, a small niche industry. But as far as how we all need to try to at least uphold each other and express positivity towards each other, because everybody knows each other. There's only but so many degrees of separation in this shit. Everybody needs to still. I mean, I don't talk to Lux every day, but he's one of ours, right? So condolences to Lux, man. Hope everything goes as well as it can go. Bird versus Cass for promo. That is fire. Cass versus Lux for legacy. I don't like the Cass and Lux, like I said, but the verb and Cass for promo is crazy. People still want to see a Rex and a Cassidy face off, maybe, huh? Verb and Cass would be a crazy promo run. Gifted 5 Rare Breed Entertainment memberships. Precise one. Appreciate that. I don't even know how that works. Does that mean that you bought 5 memberships and you give them away to 5 other channels? If so, that's dope. I don't even know how the gifting works for memberships, but shout out to you. I appreciate that, homie. I might look in the chat real briefly. Y'all know I really stick to the supers the most, but I see Def the Kid in the building. He says salute to everybody. Shout out to Def the Kid. Uh, I see my mods in the building. Shout out to Queen T. Why? Why is Lux the most overrated ever? I think when people talk about Mook and Lux being overrated, it's possibly because of how little they battled over their career. But overrated, Lux is one of the best lyricists that we've seen. I don't know if you could overrate that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you could really, really overrate that, homie. Best event since SM2? Which one? What? Max Out 3? I don't want to sound cocky. I was just assuming. Just assuming. Just assuming. I could talk about something else real quick before I get out of here. It wasn't even a topic that I had. What's up, Shorty? I see you. I appreciate you as always. I appreciate you. I know who that is. She a flirt too on the low. So y'all go flirt with her. I could be flirty too. Let me stop. I'm more of a private guy. I don't be doing much publicly. Keep my shit behind closed doors, dog. Battles that I feel like is left. I could do that as a quick topic. When I say left, I mean significant battles that really, really people want to see. Fuck. Can I do that straight from here? Shoot me a DM again, shorty. My bad. You're right too. I did. Shoot me a DM on IG again. I gotta get you. I gotta get you of what your YouTube channel is. I'll pull up your channel and make you a member, or I'll add it to the member shit on my channel. I got you. Appreciate you. ARP going out at the top of your game. Like I'm telling you, you don't want to do it the other way. That's bad. You don't want to do it the other way. Remember when like Mike Tyson was like fighting and he had that speech in the ring? He was like, "Man, I just did this for the money, man. My heart ain't in it. I can't be fighting and losing to talent like this. Truth is, I did this because I got bills to pay. Like, you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that. You don't. Roy Jones is my favorite boxer of all time. I feel like he's the most naturally gifted fighter ever. Boxer ever. I shouldn't say fighter. Boxer ever. Most naturally gifted boxer ever. That's why so much of his shit was unconventional. It's not textbook. You go to a boxing gym and you learn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fights where he abandoned his jab, his leaping left hook, his training convention of mocking fighting birds and roosters and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of his leaping punches, some of his straight and then duck away rights and roll away rights, or lead rights. He wasn't conventional. It's because he had a lot of natural ability, shit that nobody else can do. It just comes out of his physics and his, you know what I mean? But to watch the end of his career hurt me because man, I am. But at that time when he was actively fighting, you couldn't tell me nothing about Roy Jones. I was putting money up on him. I was going to fight parties behind him. When Tarver did him like that on that rematch and put him underneath the rope, man, I was watching at my homegirl Kelly's house. Her boyfriend was kind of like mad that I was such a big Roy Jones fan. And the enjoyment and amusement that he got out of that knockout punch and he jumped up in my face. He's like, ah, ah. And I wanted to hit him. Like when you fuck with a boxer like that, it feel like you got hit. Like, I was like, yo, Roy. It's like, you damn near don't believe it. It's like, you know how something happened and you got to wait for the replay? Like, what just happened? Like, let me watch the replay. Like, nah, he's about to get up. Like, nah, hold on. You know what I mean? And then after that, you had people like Glenn Johnson. Who's Glenn Johnson? A journeyman. Knocked him out cold again. I had to miss that fight because I had to go somewhere. My boy's moms called him while we was on the road. He was like, yo, he's laid out again in the ring. This time he's not even getting up. He might be dead. We in a car. I'm like, what? Roy's down again? I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't want to go out like that, man. You don't. And it's not easy to feel like you're in a top position or a great position when you leave any of your fields. It's not easy because, like we said yesterday, you got the ego, you got the pride, you got the money. Don't get it twisted. Some people have to do what they do. And you gotta understand that. It's like, damn, like the Mike Tyson example we just gave. He's in there, like, I don't want to take this fight. My heart ain't there, but I have bills to pay. He's not gonna promote that, but after he's real. Bills to pay, man. Like, I'm fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying? More money you make, the more money you probably gotta spend. These people's monthly upkeep is crazy. You know what I mean? They gotta get out there. Why do you think 50 be fucking with Floyd sometimes? I don't think Floyd is anywhere close to broke, but 50 got a lot of money, so he knows money. Money knows money. And I think there's been times in Floyd's career where I think 50 saw something where he was just like, you're gonna see him doing bar mitzvahs pretty soon, because I think it's his lavish lifestyle and the money that 50 sees coming in versus what's going out. And 50 was making certain predictions at certain times. But I think Floyd has made some great business moves in real estate and TMT promotions and all that type of stuff, and even his gambling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's been able to still make a lot of money year to year, regardless of how much his lifestyle costs him. But it's a different ball game, man. So certain people have to be in a certain space. They have to make that money. You got the ego, you got the pride, you got the money, you got the livelihood. Some of these people gotta stay there. It's fucked up, but I've been blessed, and I've also been smart, and I've also been strong, and I've also put in a lot of work over the years to provide myself certain elements and levels of security. And battle rap was never supposed to be my security ever. So being able to put it down is actually a blessing. Being able to put anything down that you love is a blessing, because you put something down that you love, it might tear you apart. Or if you depend on it financially, it might be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, or you will be fucked up. So it's a blessing, man. And I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted. Um oh, Coco is crazy. I can't put that up on my screen though. Coco is crazy, right? Um the casual fan says, what's it gonna take to get you pull up to the coffee shop in Brooklyn, ARP, best Jamaican coffee house in the world, signature oxtail stuff festival? Ooh, the last time I've been to a West Indian spot and even had festivals. You know, our people, because I'm West Indian, we are notorious for not having everything on the fucking menu. Yo, let me get an oxtail. Oh, we out oxtail. We get a red snap. We don't got a red snap. Can I get some? What do you have? White rice. The fuck do you have? You know what I'm saying? Well, I can say that because I'm West Indian, so I can get away with it. All right. But nah, it's dope. You should have dropped the name of it here. So it's up here for anybody that's in Brooklyn right now. Should have dropped the name of it, homie. Signature Oxtail Stuff Festival. Stuff Festival is something I never had before. So that sounds good. I don't drink coffee, but shit, you're making me want to get on Grubhub and order me some West Indian today. Now that I think about it, shit. Fuck around in my that's that's one reason I don't order West Indian on Grubhub too much. See, if I go to the spot, I'm gonna know at least then that they don't have this shit. But if I fucking Uber Eats or Grubhub my shit and the bag shows up and then I get an alert talk about, oh, we refunded you this $20 over here because this piece of your order ain't there and we still sent the rest, you ruined my whole shit. Like, it's like, it's crazy. That's how our West Indian fucking restaurants are, B. It's like McDonald's. It's times I'll pull, and I don't eat McDonald's that much. It's poison. But you pull up to McDonald's once in a blue moon, maybe because you want a shake. There's always one thing that pushes. You know what I'm saying? I want a burger. I'm in the mood for some fries. What if it's a shake? And you know that machine is already always down. You pull it down, got a fucking shake. You like, that ruins my whole shit. Like, damn, son. But the casual fan, I appreciate you, man, and I wish your business much, much, much success. Like, what do you have? Got some white rice left? SJS. Yo, ARP, for the people wondering, was Max Out 3 a worthy investment for RBE? Some people say it broke the bank and that's the reason for retirement. Not pocket watching, just wondering. Yeah, so there'll be a lot of not just going forward, I guess, because of the retirement stuff, but even in the past, right? I've seen in 2018, Mook broke the bank when they did Mook versus Aver. I saw they're doing straight to it events because Max Out Part 1 or Max Out Part 2 broke the bank. And I've always said, so everybody at Max Out made money but me. Max Outs don't lose money. Are you kidding me? Max Outs make RBE the most money. Not just the battle rappers, but RBE the most money. I hate when the IRS sees what gets reported to them from PayPal and Quarter Lab and Rap Grid and my on my fucking 1099s and all that. I hate the amount of money that they see coming from Max Out alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be fucking nuts. But that's, there's a lot of people. You got the trolling, you got the hating, and you got the stupidity. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, there are events out there that could lose money, but you got Hitman Holla on all 3 events, and one of them even had Cassidy. You're not losing no fucking money with Hitman Holla. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's a double meaning. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get that. You'll get Max Out Part 1 is why he took a month off. Max Out Part 2 is why he took 3 months off. Max out his credit cards. Max Out Part 3 is why he retired. 2018, Mook and Aver, that's why the event after that was smaller. The RBE and URL lawsuit. The lawsuit is almost like 3 years old. We got bigger since then. We spent more money since the lawsuit. My lawyer's been retained up, and retainer fees has been a part of my budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna hear it all. ARP's bank account got fucking hacked or some. I don't know, stupid shit. You'll hear it all. I told you out of my own mouth, why I'm good. I said I was leading up to that all year. It's just like something I want to eventually put down at a certain mark. Been talking to people behind the scenes for it. Like Hitman will say that. He'd be like, yo, he's been saying that shit since like Max Out 1. People got blogs of me. If you go on YouTube right now, you type in ARP retirement and you don't filter to like the recent videos, like just filter to like old shit too. You'll see some hip hop is real titles that have like ARP and retirement in the title from like maybe a year ago, like a year and a half ago, whatever. I've been talking like this for a minute. And part of me talking about, like I said, my stream yesterday, you got to, when you're in my shoes, when you could make now the most money and you could possibly dominate and even be aggressive in your field, yet you still put it down. I know a lot of people is going to be like, I don't get it. That's why I got this $2,000 bet with Math. He doesn't believe it. He's like, I don't get it. It makes no sense. You have to be in my shoes to get it. And you don't even get to that place unless you condition yourself. I would never be able to be coming off of Max Out 3 and go cold turkey. I'd be like, shit, I'm itching like a fiend. Damn, Lux is calling me every other day saying, yo, what's up? Where we at? What we doing? Damn, Mook just called me on 4-way trying to do him and Holla. Fuck, that's a lot of money right there. They really don't like each other. Damn, I just got this DM from this celebrity. Fuck. Hitman and Geechee's out there. So fuck. I can't afford it. Somebody lied to you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you have to condition yourself to be in front of shit like that and be like, nah, I'm cool. That takes time to do. So even me talking in those older hip hop Israel videos like that, and them title being ARP possible retirement and being rumors for like 6 weeks, 6 months and all that type of shit, is because I'm conditioning myself that, yo, when this Max Out 3 is when I'm done and I get to this 10-year anniversary, I've already prepped myself. I put pressure on myself by even telling people, right? Because you want to stand your word. So if I'm telling people, credible people that have a certain type of outlook on me, like if ARP says something, he means it. You know what I mean? So I'm telling all these people behind the scenes that mean something to me. People that from battle rap and definitely outside of battle rap, my personal life, people the closest to me, blood relatives. You ain't gotta worry about me walking around in the basement no more, hearing me scream on the phone because I'm about to retire. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the year anyway. Yo, man, I see this shit stress you out or whatever sometimes, or this boom, boom, boom. Like, I'm gonna give it another year. Don't worry. I'm not gonna stay in this shit for too long. It's not my primary or secondary. I'm even telling people that's close to me, and they're gonna hold me to it. Math, I want my money in December. I want my money. I want my $2,000. So I don't have those conversations. I'm not conditioning myself. So this will come up many, many times. Rumors are part of the game and part of the internet. You know what I mean? But you can get it from directly from me, and I'll tell you what it is. And then it's on you, I guess, to just not believe me. The Experience Coffee. There you go. Salute, homie. The Experience Coffee House and Juice Bar. We invented stuff festivals at Experience. So here's the y'all, the social media. The Experience BK on all socials. 1454 Rockaway Parkway in the floss. Y'all go check them out. Stuff festivals. I never had that before. I am West Indian. Curious about it now. That's dope, homie. But y'all go check them out if y'all in the area. Once again, that's the social right there. And that's the address right there. Go hit them up, man. Go try out your stuff festivals. And if you come back here with a review, or you know what, not a review, because y'all could troll me and lie to me. If you send me on my Twitter or you DM me on my IG a picture of you there and or that you got a plate from there, I'll give you a free membership to the channel. All right. So anybody else that's here, damn, I gotta limit that because I don't know how many people might go run with that shit. If this fucking video does, let's say 10,000 views, and then 100 people do that, I'm giving away like the first 3 people, the first 3 people, I'll give you a free membership. All right. Restaurant owners, you asshole. That must come from me and Jack's face off. That was classic. Shout out my nigga Jack. He's battling Charlie Clips this weekend. You gotta get Fireside for that Caribbean ATL. Ha. You know the good. Ain't doing no Uber Eats. LOL. You don't hate on Uber Eats and Grubhub, man. I got some good shit on my Uber Eats and Grubhub. ARP Eats next. Oh my god. Let me get out of here for y'all start fucking trolling me. All right. Even though I'm not doing shit today. I'll fuck with y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all in a second.